Welcome to the Notary Educators with Kimmi Podcast. Hosts Kimmi and Jeff Nunnally, along with Alexis Franklin, share expert insights to help you launch and grow a successful mobile notary business no matter what state you are commissioned in. Learn how to become a top-notch loan signing agent and get answers to common notary questions. Explore our all-inclusive $47 monthly training library, plus live weekly online coaching sessions with courses on general notary work, wedding efficient services, remote online notary, ink fingerprinting, apostille, translation services, and I-9 completion. Notary Educators, LLC is your one-stop shop for notary training. Tune in to the Notary Educators with Kimmi podcast and subscribe to the Notary Educators with Kimmi's YouTube channel also for more tips. Take your notary business to new heights.
I'm your number one notary educator. Just in case you haven't heard, and in case you don't know who I am, welcome. I'm Kimmi, Notary Educator Extraordinaire. I am located in Georgia. However, I teach all 50 states. You may say, how do you do that? Because your documents are going to come from all 50 states, and if you're a great notary, that means you can handle a document from California. If you live in Alabama, if you live in Georgia, you can handle a document from Arizona. So you need to know how to process, how to be a great notary, and that's what I do. That's what I do. I help you not only be a great notary, but also how to grow your business. Hey, welcome everyone. You missed a session last night if you're not part of mentorship. It was amazing, but you can always catch the replay when you join. Last night we talked about certifying a copy. If you don't know how to do so, it can be costing you money in your business. It can, because certified copies are needed for apostilles. They are needed for international travel. All types of reasons people need to have a certified copy. So you need to know if you can do it and how you can do it. Welcome everybody. So first of all, I want to say my heart is breaking for everyone that is suffering with this weather. We had our own little encounter with the weather here in Georgia. In my area, it was terrible. I don't know if you watched the news or not, but Gwinnett County, we actually went out, Jeffrey and I, to take water and food, like peanut butter sandwiches. That's all we had, up to the people that were stranded. However, guess what? When we got back up there, they were gone. They tried to get out, and they did, most of them. And the couple that was still there, they were like, no, we're good. So we didn't know if it was that they didn't want to trust us and take something from us, being complete strangers, or what. Many people had to spend the night in the car. So it's a lot going on here in Georgia. I know our people in California are suffering too, so you have been in our thoughts and prayers out that way. Hoping you can just cope with what's going on. It's not easy. So it's just a lot weather related going on right now. However, all that being said, your bills don't stop coming. They don't. Nobody's going to say, you know what, you had a snow day, so you don't have to pay your light bill, right? They're not going to say, you had a snow day, your car note is not due. We're sorry you had to take 3 days off work because of the weather, right? They're not going to say that. So hopefully your job is giving you some compensation. I pray that they are. But I also want to encourage you to start your business. Even if you have a job, I'm not encouraging you to quit your job, but have something on the side where you could be building up. A lot of times nowadays, one job just isn't enough. You have to have a little reserve. And if your job is just enough to pay the bills, you need what they consider a side hustle. I don't typically refer to this business as a side hustle. When I first started, I did, but I realized, oh, no. If you work your business, you have a business. Yep. So the days of side hustle, the notary business is not a side hustle. Hey, welcome everybody. How y'all doing? Yeah, the days of calling the notary business a side hustle are over. No, it's a real business. So when I first started YouTube, I called it a side hustle too. And actually when people say, oh, you got a nice little hustle going here, I correct them every time. I'm like, this is not a hustle. This is not a hustle. This is real life. This is a business. So it's not a hustle. Okay. So tonight, though, I really want to talk about choosing a business name. I find that this is the one thing that keeps people from starting their business. You would think it's something else, but people cannot choose a business name. So I have 5 names that I'm going to share with you that I want to see what's your thoughts. Would you use this name or not? One. Then I'm going to give you some tips on how to choose a business name, okay? How to choose a business name. Hold on. Okay. And of course, we'll always have some training in there. So if you got some questions, feel free. But yeah, we're going to talk about it because I have a couple people right now in our mentorship group, and they were given like a whole bunch of names, but it's just hard to pick a name. So, and I understand that, you know, I didn't have that hard a time picking my business name for my either business, actually, for this business, Notary Educators, or as well as my personal notary business, which is None Better. Okay, because I always use None Better. When I was first starting businesses years ago, I had a friend of mine, and he was like, you should choose something with a spinoff of your last name. Well, that's easy for me because my last name is Nunnally. So I just took the first four letters. In any business that Jeffrey and I have had, we call it either None Better. We had a mobile detailing business. It was called None Better Mobile. None Better. I'm always answering the phone. It was called None Better Mobile Detailing. We detailed cars, i.e. Jeffrey did. That's code for Jeffrey did it when I say we. And then we also had a carpet cleaning business for a moment. We did rugs, actually. And we did a few carpets, a few homes with carpet. And we called that None Better. So when I did my notary business, it was just a given. Oh, I forgot my daycare. My daycare was called None Better Kids, Kidz. And that was a hip-hop version. My sister gave me that idea, the one that I lost, Kathy. And she was like, you should call it Kids with a Z. And I was like, I like that. So it's None Better Kids and daycare. And then when I started my mobile notary business, it was just a given. None Better. No one else. And people love that name, right? They're like, oh, that's so cute. I see what you did. They always say that. I see what you did. So anyway, I have some names that I'm going to go over with you. And I want you to tell me yes or no. Okay? The first one is, and then I'm going to give you some tips on other things to avoid when choosing your name. Again, we got to get these names going. We have to get these names going. Without a name, that's like having a baby and you don't name your baby. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Hey, Carla. Carla says, will you be going over how a notary can certify a copy document? Not tonight, honey. That was actually in our mentorship program because it's too intense for just a YouTube. It is. We talked about that for 40 minutes. So it's recorded as part of the replay. And it's funny you said that because I was like, half of me need to record a course on this. Because it's just a lot, seriously. It's really too much just to kind of to do that here. I can give you a few tips. I'll give you a few tips really quick, and I'm going to get into these names. For certifying a copy, first of all, you want to make sure your state said that you can certify a copy. You need to make sure, again, what the steps are in your state, because every state is a little bit different. There are more than one way to process it. That's another reason why I need to know. It's just a lot of variables. But I gave you some reasons already if you caught the beginning of this, why somebody would need it. And you do need to know how to do it because it can cost you money. We had one of our mentees and she was like, no, I can't do it in my state. She didn't understand her state law. So yes, she could do it. She just couldn't do it the way she thought she could. So again, it's a lot of things here, honey, that you need to kind of know your business. Okay. You can try to piece it together, but it's just simpler if we can teach you. Okay. Teach you. So we're going to get right into these names. So the first name that I have here is Notary Nonsense. Notary Nonsense. Now you might think that's a cute little whimsical name. I don't have no nonsense in my business, right? What do you think about that one? Notary Nonsense. But this name can sound unprofessional and imply that you don't take your business serious or that you're not reliable. So when you're picking a name, you want to make sure what is the implication of the name. It may sound cute to you, but when other people hear it, what are they thinking? What comes to their mind? Okay. I have a little list here. The next one is, and tell me what you think about that one first, right quick. Do you like Notary Nonsense? Let's see. Do you like that one? Would you call your business Notary Nonsense? Let's see what the people say. What are you thinking? Would you call your business Notary Nonsense? Okay. You can put it in the chat. I'll come back to it. The next one is last minute notary services. Now that sounds kind of cute, right? Last minute notary service, call us today. While it might suggest convenient, it could also, in somebody's mind, last minute give the implication that you lack being prepared or being reliable. People may question your service. So the main thing that you're trying to get across is call me last minute, I got you. Your client may be thinking, oh, last minute, I don't even know if she's going to be available, if he's really going to be there, you know? So it's kind of funny how things work, right? And I actually got these suggestions from ChatGPT. It was on my mind, but I was like, girl, why overthink the process? So anyway, the next one is Notary Public, no refunds. Now, who would call their business no refunds? I don't like that. I don't like that. Carla says, I would not have a business name already, but this is useful information. That's cool, Carla. So this may not be for you today. Every day I talk about something different. So hang out with us if you want to. It's always something to learn. But if this isn't for you today, that's cool, okay? This is just what I came up with. Because I like I said, I have about 2 or 3 people in my group right now. And they can't come up with a name. We gave them 50 names and they still can't pick a name. So, and it's a very common thing. Without a name, people refuse to move forward. And you really can't. Can you imagine you want to date somebody and you see them somewhere and they never give you their name? They just always show up. Or you have friends sometimes and you're like, I know that person's name, and you can't call it, and it irritates you. You know, so names are very important. That's why we're discussing it today. And it's the beginning of the year. Many people are starting their businesses and they don't know how to pick a name. So this is interesting. I found this very interesting myself. So the next one is Notary Public, no refunds. Again, the name implies that you're already going to have a lack of customer service, that you're going to provide poor service and not get refunds, actually. But I don't get refunds either, so I wouldn't tell nobody that. I don't call my name Notary Public, no refunds. I wouldn't call myself that, but again, you want to be careful because you're thinking, oh, it's kind of whimsical, like no refunds, or no. So you want to be careful of what name you pick. Here's another one: get notarized or else. That sounds kind of cute, right? Get notarized or else. Thank you for calling Get Notarized or Else. How can we help you? Yeah, but listen to what that says. It says that this name can sound aggressive and come across as threatening rather than inviting. It gives a sense of discomfort for clients. So you're thinking, get notarized or else, but they're thinking, oh my God, what's going to happen to me if I don't choose them? Isn't this interesting? So a name is so important. That's why when you name your notary business, I'm going to give you some tips too on what to avoid, okay? On what to avoid. So be very cautious though. Like again, get notarized or else. It depends on how you say it, or else what? Again, the person might feel threatened. And the last one that I have here, just one that I was given here, is Notary Pirates. Notary Pirates. This name is quirky, but it can lead to confusion and seriousness and professionalism about your business. Okay, it could suggest dishonesty, or lawlessness. Notary Pirates. Okay, so you got to be careful. And you may say, well, I live in a town where it's all about pirates. And that may be true because I see that a lot. People say, well, I live in this town and we're representative of this. Maybe it's dolphins. Maybe it's it could be anything, okay? But just because that's what your town is known for, that doesn't mean your notary business should be known for the same thing, okay? Let's just be clear. That does not mean that's what you should call your notary business, okay? Like for California, for example, it's a lot of places where it's legal maybe to buy cannabis. Now, if you want to call your company Cannabis Mobile Notary, okay. But what does that imply? To me, it might imply that you bringing people cannabis. Cannabis mobile, that's what they're going to see. The first 2 words. That's what they're going to see. So even in my business, on my business card, I have that I process apostilles. People will call me not knowing what an apostille is, or they've asked me when I have given them my card, they say, are you an apostille? Do you offer mobile prayers? It's the cutest thing ever. So it's like, no, I'm not. But they don't know what that is, right? So I hesitated even putting that in my business name. However, I did choose to do so. So it is part of my business name, None Better Mobile Notary and Apostille Services. But again, if you need an apostille, you know what that is, right? Carla says, I'm in California. I use Golden State Notary LLC because in our state, however, I should have Googled the name first because there are a few notaries who would Golden State for their business name. And that is going to be one of my follow-up points in just a moment, Carla. That is going to be one of my points. That is exactly on my list. And you have to look at that. And if it's too many Golden State and you're not getting any business, Carla, you feel like it's affecting your business? Do you feel like it's affecting your business? Let me know. Do you feel because every other notary is using Golden State, it's affecting your business? And I will give you an example of one of my other people I coached. And I talked to him the other day and actually here in the chat, here on YouTube. And I asked him, did he change his name? It was like Rainbow something. Well, everybody uses Rainbow. So when he was getting pulled up, or people were searching for him, they was actually finding somebody in a whole nother state. We did our coaching session. I'm like, hey, you need to change that. Oh, no, Miss Kimmi, I don't want to change it. Okay. So it's been a couple years now. They changed their name. They're doing well. They didn't want to, and I get that. I understand your name is so important. You took time to pick that name. But if you don't do a thorough search or you find that everybody else has that same name and you're not getting business, you might have to pivot. You might have to change your name. And I hate to be the one to break it to you. But if you have a name, again, and everybody else is getting your business, you promoting their stuff, does that make sense? I don't think so. I don't think so. So you might have to make a business decision that is very difficult and change your name. So let me give you some things. And I'll take some of your questions, okay? So let me give you some things that you don't want to do when picking a name. Carla says, I'm relatively new to notary, about a year, so I'm not sure. LOL, yes, a name change might be in order. See, Carla, you didn't think this episode was for you, honey. You can always learn. So that's why I'm not quick to be like, well, you ain't talking about this, I'm out. No, what else they talking about? I'm always dropping gems, okay? So, yes, Carla, I'm going to encourage you, honey, if you think let me do a search right quick. Hold on. I'm going to just do Golden State Notary and see what comes up. Let me just see. So, I need to put California. Hold on. Because I'm like, I know it's probably going to be a lot. And if I'm you, I'm going to go ahead before I get another year into my business and probably change my name. Yep. Here we go. It's a lot. So we got Golden State Notary Services, Golden State Burbank, Golden State Taxes, Golden State Mobile Notary and Apostille. Oh my God. Girl, you need to change your name. You got Golden State Accommodators. That's something else. Golden State Notary, the Golden State Notary, Golden State Notary Cell Phone Unlock Service. I guess they do more than one thing. Golden State Mobile Notary, Gold Notary Signings, Golden State Signing, Golden State Educational. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to be the bearer of bad news. You need to change your name. People may disagree with me, but tell me how your business is. Putting LLC did not help. No, because people ain't typing LLC, Carla. Let me read this. Hold on. So you said, I bought a few of your courses. I love your advice and information. Thank you, Carla. I appreciate it, hon. But you're going to get a mini coaching. I would say change your name, okay? You heard it here first. It's too much competition. I mean, they're not your competitors in the sense that they're providing a better service than you. But just name-wise, you can't even get in the game. Everybody's called Golden State. And just putting LLC in there is not helping nobody to find you because I'm not typing Notary Near Me LLC. I'm not typing Golden State Notary LLC as a client. As a client, I'm typing Notary Near Me. Okay? I'm not typing all that. I'm not typing Inc. I'm not typing any of that. I'm typing Notary Near Me. And 15 Golden State popping up is not working for me. So, again, I'm going to go ahead and cut my losses right now. And I know you pay a lot for your LLCs and stuff in California. Everything costs a little bit more out there. But, I mean, I'm sitting here looking at the map. I'm looking at the map and everything say Golden State. So if those people had to train with me or let me be their mentor, I would have told them, no, change it. And that's why I don't even like you to do all that. Build out your business before you find me. What's up, Notary down south? Catching a live. How you doing? Yeah, I'm not gonna pick something where everybody else. That's like me picking Atlanta Mobile Notary. No. All right, so let's get back to it. So you do not want to pick, so I'm gonna give you some more tips. You do not want to pick a business name that has complicated spellings or pronunciations. Again, avoid names that are hard to spell. If the customer is struggling to spell your name or recall your name, that's going to guarantee they will not call you back. You want to pick something simple that's easy to remember where they can even share your name. Many people will tell me, yeah, your business is called None something, right? None. They remember that. None better. They remember that. Short and quick. None better. N-U-double-N. Better. They remember that it's quick, it's witty, and it's short. Okay? If you pick sexy, classy, sassy, rassy, all that, ain't nobody remembering that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay? So again, I want you to pick short names that are memorable. Okay? Not too complicated, even in the spelling. Hey, honey, babe. Even in the spelling, okay, you want to be cautious. You don't want to get too hip-hop or too country or too anything where only one person understands what you're saying. It's like a private joke. When people want to remember you, because they may not even have my business card or my my business card or my information in their cell phone, but they might remember, okay, she said she was None better. And they put in None better, guess who pop up? It's only one. It's only one. That's me. Okay. Now there's a dog food company called None Better, because when I was doing my search, and I'm getting ready to talk about that shortly. Yeah, they popped up. So, that's not a big deal. I don't sell dog food. And it was way different. Hey, so let's go to number 2. So I gave you some names that you shouldn't use for sure. Now I'm telling you why you have to be careful about what name you pick. The next one is too generic or similar to your competitors. And that's what we've been talking about. Steer clear of names that are too generic or overly similar to existing businesses, especially your competitors. Okay, so if everybody's called Golden State, as I already said before I even read this, that's a no-go. So it says here you want a unique name that distinguishes your brand and avoid confusion in the marketplace. Conduct a thorough research to ensure your name stands out. Now, how do you do that research? I'm going to Google. I'm going to type in Golden State Notary, as you already did. What's up, Jasmine? We missed you last night in mentorship. How you doing? So, yeah, we want to do a Google search, because people say, well, how do I know if somebody already have my name? I'm doing a search today. I'm doing a search tomorrow. I'm putting in several different ways. I'm Googling Golden State Notary. I'm Googling Douglas. Welcome. I hope you caught the beginning of this, my friend. I hope you caught the beginning of this, because this is you inspired this YouTube tonight. You inspired this YouTube. So it is so important, though, to have a business name that nobody else has, that's not complicated, that's not too generic. Okay, let's do the next one. So again, if your competitors, everybody in your state is called the same thing, you need a new name. And that's just as simple as that. Write your loss off on your business taxes. I'm not an accountant. I just have to give you that disclaimer. But sometimes I've had to take a loss. When I first started Notary Educators, for example, I put Notary Educators LLC. Then I had put Notary Educator. Then I put Notary Educators. So all those different name changes in the state of Georgia was only $25, but they cost me every time I changed. And I kept a couple of those names because I just didn't want anybody else to be able to use it. So just know you might have to make my brother calls a career decision. That means you got to make some moves that you may not want to make, okay? The next one, number 3, is neglecting domain availability. Before you finalize a name, before you pick a name, you want to make sure that the domain is available. Okay, what do I mean by domain? On social media too. So for example, I am Notary Educators. I want to make sure no one else out there is using Notary Educators on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube. NotaryEducatorsLLC.com was available. Okay, I also own Notary Educators. I own NotaryEducators.com, and then I own NotaryEducatorsLLC.com. Okay, I own both of those. So you really, really, really want to make sure nobody else has your domain name, especially a competitor, again, causing confusion. So somebody, and not right now, a lot of people are calling themselves Notary Education, Notary Education Station. That was one of the names I actually wanted for us too when we first started. But all these different kind of spin-offs of Notary Educators. So I can't control the market of everybody using something with notary and education in it, right? I cannot. However, my brand is such now. I am the brand. You are your brand. I'm going to talk about that another day because people think they have two separate brands, but that's not today. But anyway, I am the brand of Notary Educators. So when people hear Notary Educators, now they automatically think, oh, that's Kimmi. Oh, that's Angela. That's Alexis. That's Jeffrey, right? That's what they think. And I said Angela just came natural to me because she's been with us so long, but Angela is no longer actually a part of Notary Educators. So let me clarify that because somebody might say, I thought she didn't work there no more. I thought she wasn't with y'all no more. So Angela is no longer with Notary Educators. But again, it just rolled off my tongue because I miss my friend. So anyway, you want to make sure your competitors do not have your domain, and domain means .com. Hey, Ninja. Is it Ninja or Nija? What is it? Nija? Let's see. Jasmine says, I'm good. Family was in town, got busy, then passed by before I realized the training and had come and gone. Oh, catch the, go back and catch it, Jasmine. And that's the main one you was waiting on, Miss Jasmine, was certified copy. Ooh, Nalija. Oh, that's so cute. I love it. That's so cute, Nalija. Miss Jasmine, you were the main reason why I did that. You and Suzanne, and you didn't even come last night. But anyway, it was amazing. It was amazing. So you can go back and catch the replay. We talked about certifying a copy last night. So number 4 thing you want to avoid, and go ahead and put your questions in the chat if you have any. I'm going to hang out for about an hour today. Go ahead and put your questions. I had one client that came out in this weather. They was like, I got to get something notarized. And I did it for free for him because he's such a repeat client. Normally, he has a tow truck company. Well, I don't know if it's a company, but a tow yard that I always service him at. And it's down the street. We always travel to him. We've done about 5 notarizations for him. So today I did it for him for free. Now, it's not going to be completely free because I'm going to write that off on my taxes some kind of way. I got to put a note in my journal. But I did do it for him for free. Number 4 is culturally insensitive or misleading implications. When it comes to picking a name, be mindful of cultural connotations, guys. Don't choose something that you know is going to get something started with somebody, okay? I'm going to just keep it real. Don't be picking no controversial name thinking, oh, that'll make me memorable. No, it's going to make you where you don't get no business, okay? So do not pick something controversial because you think it's going to help you. Like celebrities, they do stuff because they know it's going to be controversial. They already know if I do such and such, it's going to spark. I'm going to go viral. I'm going to get 1 million hits. Us regular people, don't do that because your business will be blocked. No one's going to call you. Okay? Don't think that. So you want to avoid things that are culturally insensitive. Okay? Avoid names that can be misrepresented or inadvertently offend specific groups. Okay, you're not trying to offend people. You're trying to win people to be your client. So you don't want to go out there offending people. We're not celebrities, okay? We don't deliberately go out there and say things that we're going to cause a problem with different races, different cultures, ethnicities, backgrounds, cultures. We're not trying to do that, okay? We're trying to grow businesses. So this is something important, okay? I really want you to focus on this one because a lot of times we figure, I got the right. The Second Amendment gives me the right. You ain't got the right to do nothing. Okay? You don't have the right to offend people. You just don't. All right? But I want to give you that caution when picking your business name. And again, you want to understand the context of the culture sometimes. So you may pick something thinking, oh, well, this is okay for my culture and we call each other blah, 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 so I can use this in my business. No, your business, you want to appeal to everyone. To everyone, not just a certain culture. Okay? And I'm going to go off script here. I don't have a script, but I'm just, I'm going to add a bonus point because, something comes to my mind when I'm talking. I'll be honest with you, and you're gonna push back, some of you, and that's okay. You have the right to run your business how you want to run your business. Okay, I'm gonna just tell you what I don't do. Even on my Google page, there's an option to put Black owned. There's an option to put woman owned. I know that there are kind of there are different grants out there. If you're applying for a grant based on your color, based on if you're a male, female, that's all good, right? That's different. But just on my overall business, my Google My Business, I don't put that I'm Black. They'll see that in my pictures. Okay. I don't put what's the other one? What I just say? Black. Or is an option? Oh, woman owned. They will see I'm a woman when they look at my pictures. So I don't have to put all those little things on there, okay? And I want people to call me just because. I don't want you to call me just because I'm Black. I don't want you to call me just because I'm a woman. I want you to call me because you think I'm going to provide you the best service. Okay. Now that may sound a little weird because some people put all those different little badges on there. Now there's another one for military. If you feel you want to put that one for military because of your service, that's a personal decision too. You may want to put Black, woman, man, whatever, LGBTQ, whatever. You might want to put all that stuff on there, and that's fine. But some of those same things that you call yourself identifying as could stop someone from calling you. Okay. I don't have a problem with it if that's what you want to do, but I just don't do it. Again, I'm neutral when it comes to everything. I'm a business owner. I'm not trying to represent A, B, C, D, E. And some people have an issue with that nowadays. They figure, well, you got to put that you Black on there. You ain't representing the people. No, I don't. Because when it gets down to it, all I want is the color of my shirt and my flower. It's the green. Okay? My clients don't care what color I am as long as I know how to stamp that paper. And that's true for you too. Okay? They don't care about none of that. So let's keep it generic. Let's get our clients. Okay? So again, you want to avoid things that can be racially motivating, religiously, politics. Okay? Avoid all of that. You heard it here first. Now let me get a couple comments and then we're going to get our number 5 point. And I'll take your questions, okay? Nylesia. Okay, so we got Jasmine says, Sai, it figures, yes, after your live, I'm going to watch the replay. I've missed like 2 classes, shaking my head. Yeah, and that one was for you. That's what's so funny. But it's all good, girl. It was really good last night. That's reminding me of, bye, Felicia. My name, I thought in the beginning, LLL. So if you don't mind, you brought it up here. So Jasmine is part of mentorship. We did talk this out, not just she and I, her in the group. She put it in there or whatever. And Jasmine's original name for her business was Bye Felicia. I was like, I know that's a catchy phrase, and we may say that somebody getting on your nerves, Bye Felicia. But I didn't like it. I didn't like it then, and I'm glad she changed it. I'm so glad she decided to change that name, and she realized it, and sometimes you need somebody else to tell you. And I have that. I thought I had that in one of my notes, but I'm going to mention it right now. You also may need to share that name. Ask your family, hey, what do you think about such and such? Now, don't ask your family who think just like you, because you got your family that rah-rah just like you. It's so funny. Jeffrey can always say, I know when you've been around your sister. I know when you've been around your family, when my mom and dad and my sister was alive, my other sister. He said, I could always tell when you've been around your family because I come back different. We talk different. We act different. We like rah, 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 rah. And Jeffrey's more, he's cool, y'all, but I'm the rah, rah, okay, if you couldn't tell. So that's opposites attract, right? And that's why he said he liked me and we was dating and stuff because he was like, you make me talk, etc. So anyway. So don't ask somebody who thinks just like you, who may be equally like whatever movement you're a part of or whatever you thinking at home or whatever you was raised to believe. Don't ask that person. Ask a couple other people, hey, what do you think about this name? What do you think? This is what I'm thinking about naming my business. And hopefully they'll give you some good feedback, okay? Let's see. Jasmine says, so we got that. PBL says, great info. Thank you. I appreciate it. Carla says, yes. I've seen this on my Google business page also, Black, women, LGBTQ, etc. I agreed. I added nothing on Google. Yeah, they don't need to know all that. They don't. Nalesia says, listen. Yeah, Notary Down South says super green. Correct. Honey Babe said, keep it 100. The color of my shirt and my flower. Yes, Carla. That's what I'm talking about. My shirt, my thing, get that money. I don't care about none of the rest of that stuff. PBL says, oh, wow. Jasmine says, haha, my middle name is Felicia, but yeah, no go, LLL. I was wondering that too. I meant to always ask you that. How did you come up with Felicia? Now, if you had said mobile notary, wait, hold on. Mobile notary services by Felicia, or Felicia mobile notary services, that's different. But by Felicia, y'all see the difference there? So it's not that you can't use your name. I use mine, right? And Alexis's is mobile notary services by Alexis. Matter of fact, Alexis had to change her name. Yep. Our other notary trainer, Alexis, had to change her name. I think initially she had mobile services by Alexis, and now she's called Alexis Mobile. Let me see right quick, because she had to change hers. Let me see. I'm going to see if she pop up with in Google. Because she had to change her name. Somebody had her name, and she was like, Auntie, because I don't know if y'all know that Alexis is my niece. Yeah, she had to change it. So she caught it in time. She had her name for about a year, and then she realized somebody else had her name, and she changed it to Alexis's Mobile Notary Services when it used to be Mobile Notary Services by Alexis. So just that little change. Now, if I were her, I probably would have changed it even way more different. But because of her being in the business so long and her reviews and stuff, she's up there. So she's golden, you know. But again, if I were instructing her again, because she asked me about that, she was moving kind of quick, trying to just pick something for the website. And that's another thing too. Take your time. Don't take 6 years, but don't just pick something overnight because you got to give Google a website, or you got to just pick something. That will mess you up too, because you move too quick, you move wrong. Okay. Let's see. Mom May. I think it says Mama EV. Do I need a printer for general notary? You do not need a printer. Hold on, let me get this last one. I'm gonna come back to your questions. Okay, this is our last number 5 tip. Don't pick long or overly complicated names either. Remember, I don't want it too short and too whimsical, but I also don't want it too long and complicated. For example, names that are too lengthy cannot be remembered. They can't be shared, and they can't be marketed. So if your name has 5 different names in it, Mobile Notary Services by Kimberly Nunnally in Snellville, Georgia. None better mobile notary services serving the greater city of Atlanta. No. It's too much. It's too much. No one's going to remember all that. They don't care. They just need you to stamp that paper. And they need you to stamp it correctly. All right. So again, you want to avoid things that you want to make it concise yet catchy. Okay. Keep it simple. Something that's easy to communicate. Because if I got to go get a dictionary to look up your name and see how to spell it out. Okay. Now, we all got some complicated names nowadays. So I'm not saying that about your regular name. But with your business name, if I got to go look it up, and I'm like, can you phonetically spell that for me? Put some dashes in there. What does that mean? Your name is probably too complicated, okay? You may think it's cute, but again, we're about business, not about being cute. Now, you can make it cute, but you need to make sure it's business first. So avoid these common pitfalls when choosing your business name, okay? Wasn't that good? Did you ever think that much went into picking a business name? What? Your girl always brings it. So let's get y'all comments. Okay. So Mom AEV says, do I need a printer for general notary work? You do not need a printer for general notary work. Typically, your clients will already have their documents printed. Now, I recommend at least having a small printer because I have a large number of my clients that ask me to print things for them. They don't have printers. You would think everybody have an office. They don't. And clearly, you don't have one maybe because you're asking, right? So you don't have to take the printer with you in the car. There are mobile printers that you can buy, but I let people come to my home by appointment only. So a lot of times they don't have a printer. So they're like, I'm going to go over to FedEx and print that. But they don't have to do all that because I have a printer. And I'll tell them, hey, I can print it for you, charge an extra $5 or something. They'd rather give me the $5 and drive over to FedEx or UPS, right? I'm one stop. I'm one stop. So you don't need a printer to do general notary work, but it will definitely come in handy, okay? Mom AEV says, I'm going to take my oath tomorrow. Congratulations. Yes, congratulations. Once you get your oath and everything set, you need some training, mentorship. You want to know how to notarize like a pro, how to build out your business, even the apostille, wedding officiant, loan signing agent. All of those courses are included in mentorship, and I'll tell you about that in a moment. I'll share that with you. Douglas says the names that was given in the chat was taken. Every single name, Douglas, because you had about 15 names in that chat. Douglas is part of mentorship. And again, he is the reason why I did this whole thing today. So I'm glad you made it, Douglas. I'm glad. Really? Every name, because they gave you some good names now. And see, without a name, you still aren't moving, Douglas. I want you to start moving. You got to pick a name, huh? Go back and watch this from the beginning, okay? Go back and watch this. Watch this video from the beginning. Is Kinko still around? I don't think. No, FedEx bought Kinko's. She said, not Kinko's. That's all. All right, Jasmine. Don't be playing with me, girl. But Kinko's is now FedEx, for those of you who didn't know. FedEx bought Kinko's some years back. They did. That's why that was the first thing that came to my mind. LOL. Yeah. So I've looked and checked. Please double check again, because I want you to get that name. I know there were some good names. There were some amazing names. PBL says D. Cox Notary. That could work. Douglas is saying, okay. D. Cox. Douglas, I'm going to tell you, I don't know why you're having such a hard time. I will put something in ChatGPT, find you a good name, and then Google it, make sure nobody has your name. And because you cannot move forward. And this has been for real. This has been a couple months now. You've been looking for a name. Okay, people have babies in months, Douglas. So come on, Douglas. Come on through, my friend. Get it going. What other comments and stuff do we have tonight? Any other questions you have? While I'm waiting on your questions, I'm going to tell you about the Start Your Notary Business book for those of you who may be brand new. Okay, brand new. I got one for all 50 states. This is for Georgia. We got Florida. I got Indiana here. So get one for your state if you're brand new and not ready for mentorship yet. Or if you're just now getting your commission and you don't even know anything about the notary business. Watch some of my channel or check out the book. The book is very concise. It's just a quick read. It comes in ebook form also. And that way you can know what you're getting into. I really like you to know what you're getting into before you start signing up for mentorship. After you do some research and you're like, you know what? Yes, I'm ready to do this business. Look us up. NotaryEducatorsLLC.com. The mentorship program is $47 per month. It includes 15 different courses, everything you need to start your business. How to properly notarize documents, how to overcome your fears, how to build your confidence, how to build your business. We talk about the name that I just talked about in the Build Your Business course, how to accept payments, how to price your services. So when you get your commission, your state just says, hey, go do you. They don't teach you how to build a business. They don't. They don't even know how to notarize half the time. I'm going to tell you the truth. Because we used the Michigan example last night in class, and it wasn't properly notarized. It was not, and it was on Michigan letterhead. Okay? It was not properly notarized. So check out our mentorship program. It also includes a live training feature. Every week we meet, every week. And then we have a live chat that is ongoing through GroupMe. And that starts as early as 9 in the morning till around 11 at night. And I do that for my West Coast Mountain Time people, Pacific Time people, because I know sometimes people just working full time. They need help after work. So we answer that chat literally all day. And the course is designed for those of you who may be thinking, okay, let me get mentorship so I got to do nothing. It wasn't designed like that. It's designed for you to watch those training videos, come to sessions weekly for us to fill in the gaps and for you to get in that chat, learn from that chat also, which is live training every second of the day almost. So it's not designed for you to say, Kim, Can I accept expired ID? I'm going to tell you to look at your handbook. That's going to be the first thing I tell you to do anyway. Look at the handbook. Because I don't know. I can find out, but I want you to know. This is your business. So I'm not going to go on my tangent that I did yesterday. If you know, you know. So let's go back to they got some more names in here for Douglas. So we got DC Notary. I can tell you right now, DC Notary is not going to be a good one. And thank you for sharing, but you got to think about DC State. So even though you're not in the same state, it's something popular. Again, I gave you a rainbow illustration earlier. If you didn't catch it, go back. One of my people, his name was Rainbow, but he kept populating for another state. Another state notary kept populating for him, rather. So you got to, I wouldn't even want nothing to do with like nothing anybody else has, okay? I thought about that, but there are a lot of Cox notaries. Yep. So you got to find something else, Douglas. Jasmine says, not going to lie that D Cox U.S. borderline, a teasing name. Some people aren't mature. DC Cox as borderline, a teasing name. Yeah, we ain't doing teasing names, okay? That's what we just talked about, Jasmine. We're not doing anything controversial. We're not doing anything to kind of raise an eyebrow. People be like, what she mean by that? No, this is business. If you want to eat off of this and you want this to be real life, we're not doing all that kind of stuff, okay? We're just not. We're going to run a business. We're going to be mature, and we're going to, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying anything about you, Jasmine, but I'm just saying, I know this is just conversation here, but I have to just clear it up as an educator. You know, I have to make sure that people know, no, we're not doing that. We are running businesses, okay? And I don't play about my business. Y'all see that. I don't play about it here. I don't play about it in training. I don't play about it with my clients. I just don't. PBL says Doug does notary. I kind of like that. Doug does notary. I kind of like that. Little spin. That's kind of cute. I like that. That's a good idea. Think about it, though. I wouldn't just go with the first thing someone's saying here. The notary down south says, try a search for business names with a generator. You can try that too. Chat GPT will give you a dozen names. Let me see right quick while I'm sitting here. Hold on. I'm going to do Chat GPT and just put in, let's see, Chat GPT. Let's say, give me 5 business names with the name. Let me put notary business because you got to be specific. Notary business names with Douglas in it. Let's see. All right. Okay. Now here we go. So this might be a obvious one. I'm gonna just read them to you and then you can go for it. Okay. We got Douglas Notary Services, Premier Notary by Douglas, Douglas Mobile Notary, Douglas Document Solutions, Notary Pros of Douglas, Douglas Notary Services, Premier Notary by Douglas. This is kind of repetitive. Douglas Signature Solutions, the Douglas Notary Company. Oh, that's cute. The Douglas Notary CO.com. I like that one. The Douglas Notary CO.com. Douglas Document Specialist. I like that too. So Douglas, we ain't playing with you. Next time I see you, you need to have a name, please. Today is Tuesday. No, today is Wednesday. Right? Today is Wednesday. Wednesday. Please have us a name by Friday. Please put something in that chat. Let's go back. So I gave you 10 names, Douglas. Mel Money. Hey, says, hey, Miss Kimmi, notary from Florida pretty soon. Be a notary from Pennsylvania. Oh, you're relocating? Okay, cool. Congratulations. So you got to go from the south to the north, huh? But the snow is following you no matter where you go nowadays, so you can't run from it. You cannot run. You can hide. You can try. But, I mean, we never thought we would see the kind of snow we've been seeing here in Georgia. This is crazy. 2 times. Two times now. So all things notary, guys, check out Notary Educators, LLC.com. I am in the process of creating a couple things. I will be rolling that out soon. I know you're going to love it because I do. And that's all I got for you. I will answer some of your questions for the next 12 minutes. So what else do we have? Any other questions that we have? So Douglas, I gave you 10 names. Some of them were a little same, but it's cool. Sayla, what's up? I want to thank you, Miss Kimmi. You have truly helped my journey. I'm hopefully one day we'll be able to get the mentorship. Oh, you're so welcome. You are so welcome. What's up, Shay Bay? Hey, Kimmi, I enjoyed the class last night. Sharon. Hey, Sharon. Oh, that's you, Shay Bay. Oh, I love that. Remember, I didn't know that was you, though. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you. So did you understand now how you can do a certified copy in the state of Michigan? You understand that a little bit better, Hope? PBL says, anyone from Louisiana, the notary exam here is different. Yes, Louisiana is a little bit different. Louisiana and California are my two people that's like, woo, because you guys can do a little bit of everything else in Louisiana too that other notaries cannot do. So I would say really just do your homework. I did write a book for Louisiana, but it's more on how to become a notary. It doesn't cover how to pass the exam because I haven't actually taken it, so I don't have any tips for you on that. But I would definitely Google it, put it in ChatGPT. Yeah, they don't play in Louisiana. How you doing with the snow down there too? Let's see what we got. Shay Bay. PBL says, anyone from Louisiana? Okay, we just said that. Oh, I'm so glad, Shay Bay. I'm so glad you understand it. Yeah, so because you was leaving yourself money on the table by not knowing how to process that. Because you will get those requests, okay? Any tips for apostille courier? So I'm gonna tell you this. When it comes to being an apostille courier, I'm gonna be an apostille courier, but I'm also gonna learn how to do apostilles, okay? Because you'll find it's not as much money in the courier space. It can be depending on where you're located, how far you are from the Secretary of State. But you also want to learn how to actually process them. So tips for a courier, I would put it on my Google page that I am a courier. I would write under like a caption under the product services on there some kind of way what a courier is. Under your Q&A section, maybe put that question to what is an apostille courier, and put that you do offer that service. So that's the first thing I would do. Networking with other notaries in Facebook groups. Hey, I'm in Atlanta. I'm 30 minutes from the Secretary of State. If anybody ever needs me, is another way. And then also learn how to actually do them. Okay? Do them yourself. That's what I would tell you. Let's see. Yeah, the exam is 5 hours in New Orleans, in Louisiana. Mail Money 808 says, do you know how to become a notary in Pennsylvania? I know I have to pass an exam. Yeah, so I would say for Pennsylvania, again, the same thing with Louisiana. If you're concerned about passing the exam, you may want to start out with Notarize Like a Pro so you can have an idea what notary life is like, the work, acknowledgement of jurat, what these things are. That's what I teach you. Because if you have no concept of notary, can you pass a notary exam? Probably. But the Notarize Like a Pro, it doesn't matter where you are. If you're just starting out and you want to pass an exam, it should help you. Because I go over your basic notarial duties, right? So you may be able to find a video for your state. I'll tell you to do that too. Because for like where I live in Georgia, there's a nice video from Gwinnett County that you can take. And that covers things that I need to know to pass the test. Which it wasn't a requirement back when I started, but it is now. It's a $10. But I took the test anyway, even though it wasn't a requirement. I paid $10. I took the test. I'm that person. But now it's required. So if you just don't know anything about the notary space, the Notarize Like a Pro is an excellent course still to get you prepared on how to pass the exam, to know the difference between an acknowledgement, to know what verbiage you're looking for with a jurat, you know? So that's what I would recommend. Other than that, just Google, okay? Excuse me. PBL says the snow was absolutely beautiful still on the ground. I know. I got a friend in New Orleans. She sent me pictures and just having a good old time. Sailor says, yes, ma'am. Mom, AV, I use practice sheets. Yes. Yeah, you can use practice sheets too. Mail Money, thank you. Miss Day Plus says, hello, everyone. So I see we have a few new people. If you have a question, go ahead and ask it. If you're here for tonight's topic, go back and watch it from the beginning. It was actually an excellent topic tonight. What other questions do we have? What other questions do we have? Because I'm here in person. I want to make sure I get your questions before I head out. Now I got to go do my elliptical. You got to take care of your mind and body. So I got to go do that. I got to get my eating back on track. I have to. I've not posted nothing on my other channel. I have 3 YouTube channels for those of you who did not know. One is called Business Life with Kimmi. One is called Healthy Life with Kimmi. And then I have this one, Notary Educators with Kimmi, which just recently changed the name to Notary Educators with Kimmi. So, yeah. But I'm still working on my health. Haven't given up. But I had me a big old bowl of grits today. It was so funny. So I put sugar in my grits. I don't know if anybody else does. I put sugar in my grits. And we didn't have any sugar. Jeffrey was like, I don't know how to tell you this. And I was like, what? He was like, we don't have no sugar. I was like, we don't have no sugar because I don't eat a lot of sugar. I just don't. And we had brown sugar because at the time we were eating a lot. It was more brown for the oatmeal. So I put it in my grits. It was good. It was actually really good. Try brown sugar in your grits. If you don't have no white sugar, it sure did work. I might even do that in the future because it added a little depth to it. I can't explain it. But like I ate that breakfast. It's 6:30 now here, Eastern. And we ate breakfast at around 11. No, maybe around 1. Because the people, we went out there to help them with they, take some food. I made peanut butter sandwiches. I took apples out there, water. We made a thermal of coffee. Not one person took anything. And I said, if I didn't do that, then they would have been like, can you help us out? I was prepared and they didn't want it. Or I already started, going home and stuff. So it was all good. My heart was in the right place. And I'll sleep tonight knowing I did the right thing. Miss Day says, hello. Mom AEV says, can I do Ron if it asks me on registration to opt in for electronic as well? Check with your state, because if they're asking you, do you want to do Ron and apply for your electronic notary as well, then yeah, your state is typically offering that. So I'm going to give you a word of caution, okay? Because a lot of people think they can just go straight to Ron. I always want you to start general notary work first. I call that boot camp, and then go to Ron. Because if you're not a good notary, you're not going to be a good Ron notary. You got to, matter of fact, let me tell you this. For the people in the back, I need to do another Ron video. I need to do 2 videos. Ron, and I forgot the other one. Let me tell you this. If you're not a good regular notary, okay, you're going to be a terrible Ron notary. Because with Ron, you got to know your notarial duties, okay? 1, plus, you have to be able to help the people with technology. You have to. So if you already don't know how to stamp the paper correctly and you got to tag your documents electronically and do all this stuff and you don't know how to, and you got to coach your client on how to upload their ID, ask these pertinent questions, it's going to be a mess, okay? So you got to know how to be a great notary before you start doing anything, okay? PBL is saying no. Oh, girl, yeah, I ain't had no sugar in my grits, but I had brown sugar. So Mom AEB says, I love sugar in my grits. Yeah, Jeffrey's like, I don't know who does that. Notary Down South says, that's like molasses in the brown sugar. Oh, the molasses. See, I ain't no expert because I'm not a big brown sugar person. I put it in oatmeal. But it gave it a different taste. I like that, girl, molasses. Now, I probably added more calories. But again, I haven't eaten since I had that big breakfast. And Jeff was like, you going to go to sleep. AKA itis. And I did. I was watching The Race. If you haven't seen it, it's a really good movie. It's from 2016. But somebody kept saying, you need to watch it. And I was going to watch it during the last storm. And I was like, I don't want to watch nothing about a race. But it was really good. Let's see what else we got. Let's see. So Mom maybe says, yes, I'm going to start doing strictly general notary first. Yeah, I really recommend it. Because that way you get that under your belt. You can do anything else in this world. Jasmine says brown sugar is good in coffee too. Really? I'm gonna have to try that. Miss Day says, where do you find the notary test? I'm in Michigan. Just go to your website. Go to your notary website. Notary for Michigan. You just type in notary, become a notary in Michigan. It is in my book too, but that's not the test. Because Michigan does have its own book. Become a notary in Michigan. And your website is stateofmichigan.gov. That's for everybody, guys. 99% of you, to find out how to become a notary, just go to your state website. State of Alabama, state of Michigan. Now, it's not going to be as in-depth as my book is, because it don't teach you how to start a business, but it will give you your notary application. Okay, so you're going to go to stateofmichigan.gov. Okay? And make sure you go to the right website, because if you click on the wrong thing, you'll be out $500. And don't say I told you to do that. I told you to go to your state website, because there's a lot of companies, like, for example, NNA popped up, Michigan Notary Public popped up, MichiganNotaryPublic.com, Notaries.com. So all these little wonky things are going to pop up trying to get your money. NotaryNet. So you want to make sure you go to .gov, okay? For example, on Louisiana.gov, because that's another one we had tonight. Notary test. Okay. So when you get ready to do your, for Louisiana, you're going to go to Louisiana Secretary of State.gov, and it says get the exam, okay? And your exam costs $100, okay? Wow, so you don't want to be playing around. I probably really recommend that you do Notarize Like a Pro before you do this test. I don't know if you think you could pass it without it, you know, and your test might be a little bit more involved, because I know they even give y'all kind of almost like attorney kind of privileges in Louisiana. You're a little bit different when it comes to some things. So really do your homework, because you don't want to just be wasting money. Now, I am seeing a practice test here for PassMyNotary.com. How much they charge, I don't know. And it says here, we suggest you take a course or join a study group. And that's from Louisiana Study, from their website. So again, go to that website, .gov, okay? Let me get these last few questions, and I got to get out of here because I'm over. I told y'all I was going to be here an hour. So Mom AB says, I'm going to start as a sole prop. Should I still get E&O? E&O insurance has nothing to do with your business structure, okay? LLC, sole prop, corporation, S corp, all of that is your business structure. E&O insurance is your insurance to cover you in case you make a mistake out there, and you're gonna get that. I don't care what you are, okay? Because that covers you in case you make a mistake. That's like driving a car without no car insurance. You always have errors and omission insurance, okay? So that has nothing to do with your structure. I actually talk about that in the Build Your Business course too, okay? Might be something on the website, on my YouTube channel. I don't know about that. I know I talk about EIN and LLCs on there, so check it out. And Arizona Mission. I know I talk about it there too. Shay Bay says there's really no test for Michigan. I just did the notary test. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For that person, they just need to, go to the website and just see what you have to do. What coverage should I get? I'm asking. What coverage? E&O insurance. I can't tell you what coverage to pick. I can tell you what I have. I have a minimum policy. I don't think it's the minimum. I think the minimum is $10,000, but I have 25. You can go up to $1 million. Not with the NNA. I think the NNA only goes up to 100. So I've been working for 5 years with only 25, because the key is not to be relying on insurance in order to go out there and just willy-nilly make mistakes on people's documents. I want you to know what to do. Okay, you don't want anybody coming up against your E&O insurance, just like you don't want anybody coming against your car insurance, right? Because a lot of notaries feel like, well, I got E&O insurance, so I can just do whatever I want. I don't have to have training. Wrong, and wrong, okay? And it don't matter how much coverage you have. If you jack up something, you're in trouble. So invest in your training. Invest in your training. So as far as coverage, again, I have a minimum. I have, not the minimum, I think the minimum is 10, but I have 25. And that's my business decision. Your business decision might be 50. It might be 100. I don't know. So I never tell people what to pick, but I do know you need it, okay? I do know you need it. And you also need to know your notarial duties, because a lot of times, again, I'll say it for the second time, a lot of people of the mindset, well, you know what? I'll just get insurance, and that way I'm covered in case I make a mistake. Not the answer. I want you to know what you're doing before you even start stamping papers, okay? And I've had a couple people recently, they thought they was kind of like smirking at me. And I said, I don't think you should do anything till you have some training. They said, I already did a loan signing. I already did such and such. Okay. I'm glad it went well for you. I'm not mad at you. It's not my stuff. But what I'm telling you is, yeah, that's like some people out there. I'm going to go 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 there. I didn't want to go there, but I'm going to go there. So some people will tell me, and it's happened many a times, well, I've been notarizing, or I did 1 or 2 jobs and then nothing happened. Nothing happened, right? That's like somebody out there unprotected sex or whatever, and they're like, oh, I've been doing it for this. And then, oops, all it takes is one time. Right? Right? Or you might be that person, oh man, it was my first time and I got pregnant. First time I got pregnant. Right? Or 1 or 2 times, nothing happened. 3, oops. Right? So I say that, and that may sound a little extra, but it's true. I did 1 loan signing and I got through it. I got in Facebook. I asked them some questions and they helped me out. Okay, great. That's not how you want to run a notary business. That's not how you want to run a notary business. Okay? Depending on if you want to be a one-hit wonder, you did that one right. Yay, it went well. But the next time somebody asks you how to certify a copy, you don't know how to do it. Okay? Somebody bring you a document, don't have no notarial wording on it. What do you do? Okay? Can you take an expired ID? You don't know. All right? So I don't play about my business. And that's why I can tell who's going to be successful and who's not. Right? If you treat it like a side hustle, it's going to treat you like one. Okay? If you treat it like a business, it's going to treat you like a business. And that's just facts. Okay? And again, sometimes my stuff might be old-fashioned. It might not be sexy. But guess what? You're going to have a successful business. I don't go around 6 figures. I get that in my comments a lot. Kimmi, I appreciate you don't just do that. Right? I don't. Can you make 6 figures? Yep. But I already know you ain't going to make nothing if you don't know how to stamp that paper. Okay? You're not. A lot of people shy away from that in the training space. That's not sexy. Don't nobody want to talk about that. They want to talk about, ooh, I got this Mercedes. Ooh, I can take this trip. Ooh, I can. Ooh, I can. Ooh, I can. You can't do nothing if you don't know how to stamp that paper. Okay? It's facts. It's facts. So I always say what I do is not sexy, and that's cool. I'm good with that. But I have longevity in my business, and I want you to have longevity in your business. A lot of YouTubers, if you know, they're gone. No longer doing it. They were never interested in it. They found out you can make some money on YouTube talking about notary. I love notary. I love being a great notary. I want you to be a great notary. Okay? I'll take these last couple questions and we really are going to wrap up. Let's see. Yes. Shay Bay is saying, make sure, Miss Day, that you get your handbook. Yes, ma'am. That's the first thing we teach you at Notary Educators too. Shay Bay is in mentorship. Miss Sharon. Okay. Lynn 3 says, I take my first class next Monday. I'm sure there's so much more to it. Yep. There's a lot, Lynn. There's a lot. So you offer courses? Lynn, yes, ma'am. Check out NotaryEducatorsLLC.com. And we offer individual courses. They are on sale 60% off. 60% off. And coupon code is WIN2025. I'm not going to go through the whole list of courses because it's all at the website. It's crystal clear. So just take your time and read. I always tell people, take your time, read through the courses. See if you prefer individual courses. You own them forever. Do you prefer mentorship? You have access to all of the courses plus live training. So see what works best for you, okay? And just take your time. Very good. NotaryEducatorsLLC.com. All right, Miss Lynn 3. And Henderson Wilburn says, my first $400 in 48 hours. Wasn't that a good feeling? I'm going to let you tell me about that really quick. And then for real, I'm shutting this down. Tell us about that $400 right quick. Do you mind? You can just type it in chat. What kind of job was it? Where did you have to go? How many jobs was it? Was it 1, 2, 3? What type of jobs was it? Was it loan signing, notary signing agent? Loan signing agent or general notary, apostille? What did you have? Tell me what that mix of $400 looked like. And that's how you make 600. That's how you make 6 figures a year. I think I did a video. It's 335 from signing order to loan signing. Okay. Was that one signing, Henderson, or how many signings was that? How many signings for 400? Was that one job for $400? And if so, I'm coming to learn with you. 3. Okay, very good. So that was 3 jobs, $400. That is really, really awesome. Congratulations. Can you tell me what mix I'm sorry, y'all. I wish I had some water. Can you tell me what mix of signings that was? So we know he had 3 long signings from signingorder.com, bomb.com. Henderson, yes. Okay, so signing order and SnapDocs. Okay, very good. Tell me what mix that was. Was it loan modifications? Was it home equity? What was it? I'm just curious. Lynn says, can you say the website again? Yes, I'm sorry, Lynn. It is Notary Educators LLC.com. Notary Educators LLC.com. And it will be in the description of the video too. Notary Educators LLC.com. Really? So they were all partial claims. You did that, my young man. Yes, Henderson did that. So for those of you who do not know, he's saying, yes, get it, Henderson. So for those of you who do not know, I'm going to tell you this, and I'm really going to click in. A partial claim is a loan modification. So those are easy peasy. You might have 2 sets of documents that need to be executed. If you don't know what executed means, you probably need to be in mentorship. But executed means get the document signed, okay? So those are really easy. And to make $400 in 3 days, I love it. Congratulations again, Henderson. Well, thank you, Henderson, for sharing your information. Shay Bay, I want to thank you for sharing. All of you, Jasmine, everybody that was here tonight. So 2 sets each and scan backs. Henderson, you did that. And that's what I call a notary business. $400 in 2 days. How many of us make $400 in 2 days? How many? How many? $400 in 2 days. Right? Henderson, excellent job. Excellent, excellent. Again, congrats. He had 2 sets of documents each and scan backs. I'll have to explain scan backs because I'm that educator. For those of you who may be brand new. So he had 3 loan modifications or partial claim. Okay, we did a whole thing about that in mentorship because some people don't, if you don't know what the loan signing is called, you don't know if you should accept it or not. So we go over that with you in loan signing course so we can prepare you to take these signings. You may not have even heard the word before. So our training is very thorough. If you think I do this on YouTube, you don't have a clue. Check out the training. It's thebomb.com. I have to say that. And I actually start calling it the number one because it really is. Our training is number one. Do we know every single thing ever? No. We're imperfect, but we are a tight training program. Anyway, back to Henderson really quick. Henderson says, so he had $400 on the loan modification or partial claim, and then he had scan backs. That's the part I want to explain. Scan backs, for those of you who may not know, is when the documents have to be scanned back to the client, the original person asking you to go out and do the job. The reason they want scan backs is because notaries are making so many freaking mistakes, okay, that they have to look at the documents 90% of the time before you can even send it back. Because they already know it's going to be a mistake. So you got to go home and scan it back. You got to have a mobile scanner and scan them at FedEx or something. You can use your telephone, but typically it's like 40 pages. I got to do a whole thing about scan backs too. Let me write this down. I got to do a whole thing because that was on my list of things. I write these notes about videos that I want to do. So anyway, I got to go now, guys, but I will either see you on mentorship or I'll see you here tomorrow. I might be able to go live tomorrow afternoon. In the meantime, I'm going to wish you all much success. Keep going out there, guys. And Henderson, hats off to you, my friend. Carla says, I love your training. After watching and buying several training courses for me, yours have been the most helpful. Oh, I appreciate it, honey. Bye, Shay. And thank you again, Carla. Oh, you're welcome, Henderson. Y'all take care, okay? I got to go for real. Bye. Until next time. Notary Educators with Kimmi. Bye.
Thanks for tuning in to the Notary Educators with Kimmi podcast. We hope you found today's episode helpful and inspiring as you build your notary business. Don't forget to explore our all-inclusive $47 monthly training notary library for more resources to expand your skills and services. Stay connected with us on YouTube at Notary Educators with Kimmi for even more tips, tricks, and industry insights. Be sure to subscribe and share this podcast with others who want to succeed in the notary field. Until next time, keep growing and learning, and take your notary business to the next level. See you soon! Don't forget, for all things notary related, visit notaryeducatorsllc.com.